Okay, we're live. Welcome everyone. It's Carl Hovelson here. I'm here with Florian Het, Joyce Radford, and Thomas Marguccio. And what we're going to talk today, we're going to have probably a general discussion a bit on here about marketing and that. And then I'm going to go into a blog, and I'm going to do a blog post from scratch and show you all the steps that it takes me to do a blog post. I've already pre-written the blog, so if I had to write the blog, it'd take me about a half hour, 45 minutes. But I've already pre-written the blog post. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the blog post in, and then I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do to create the SEO in it and create the virality of it, the syndication of it. Okay. So all of you on the panel here, have you all done blogging? We'll start with, I guess we'll start from left to right. Florian, what you've been doing with blogging so far and how long you've been doing it, and then we'll work our way across the panel.
Okay. Well, I started blogging about half a year ago because I watched Pro Blog Academy. And my sponsor back then, Tyson Zahner, told me he thought I would be a good blogger. So I watched this course, Pro Blog Academy from Ray Higdon,
Yep.
and set up a blog and started blogging.
Okay, and so what is your reaction? Like, what has your traffic reaction been? Have you generated sales or anything from your blogs or anything like that?
I've got a few comments, but not much traffic. No leads, maybe a few leads generated, but not very much success.
Okay. Well, hopefully today I'm gonna help you change that. Okay. I've been blogging now for I don't know, about 8 years, I guess, 9 years. So I started blogging when blogging started coming out. I was blogging right out the door. I had a good friend of mine who got me into blogging, and because I really never knew what the heck it was or anything. Maybe it isn't that long ago. I can't remember how long. 6 or 8 years, anyways. And he got me into blogging, and I just got better and better at it. And you start to learn how to monetize your blogs and that sort of thing. So I'm going to kind of show you how to do that today. It's going to be a TLN blog, and I'm going to show you how to do viral, how to get going virally too as well. Okay. Alejandro, have you done any blogging at all?
Not me.
No way.
No, I have. I'm here. I'm very much interested in learning how to. That's my main purpose here.
Okay. Val talks about blogging. I don't talk about it as much as I probably should, because blogging can probably be your biggest asset today, because what blogging is basically it's an ongoing diary almost, okay, of your knowledge, okay, or of what you can share with people. I mean, there's many different ways you can do blogging. You can do blogging about your personal life. You can do blogging about your hobbies, your business knowledge, whatever it could be, or a combination of everything, okay. I have a blog that's out there that's been out there for quite a few years, and it's called YouWantedToKnow.com. That's my signature blog that I have out there. And as I've been involved in different businesses and stuff, including affiliate marketing, CPA stuff, and all that kind of stuff, I run a lot of these things off my blog. Okay, and it generated me cash flow. You can generate cash flow multiple different ways with a blog. But today I'm going to be focusing only on TLN on this particular one, the Legends Network, for any of you that don't know what TLN is. And I'm going to show you how you can create a powerful blog and SEO it very, very quickly and syndicate it. This whole process I'm going to show you in the short condensed version here today. It'll take about 15 minutes, I guess, to go through the whole thing. If you were going to write a blog from start to finish, you'd be looking at probably about 45 minutes to get the whole thing done. Maybe a little bit longer depending on what your blog content is. But I put one together yesterday, and I actually did it in a kind of a different fashion. Rather than sitting there and writing it out of my head, this is where I get ideas from, folks. I go out and I look for articles, and I look for press releases in the business I'm in. So, in other words, I went out and I looked for TLN articles that were written by people and TLN press releases that were written by people, and I took bits and pieces of everything and put it into one format. Okay, just rewording a few things and putting paragraphs from one and another in there and just rewording a little bit so that they all flow fluently. Right? That took me about 20 minutes. Okay, to do that. And if you have what we call writer's block, because a lot of people get writer's block, they just can't think. It happens with book authors and that all the time. They get what they call writer's block, and sometimes they'll go months without being able to think of anything. So what I do is, in my case as a blogger, if I don't have a topic and I don't have an idea right off the top of my head, and I want to think of something to write about, I will go and I will search on the topic. If I wanted to know how to grow real juicy red tomatoes, I will go and I will look up articles and press releases of people, and I'll even go to gardening forums and stuff like that to find out what people are talking about on how to grow tomatoes. And then I'll turn around and I'll take bits and pieces of everything, I'll put it all together, and then I'll put a blog out about it. And then I will, if I have let's say an affiliate offer from, say, ClickBank or ClickSure or something like that, or Amazon, you want to sell a product, what I do is I hyperlink specific words within it, and I'm going to get into that as I go through this this build of this blog. So let's go over to Joyce. Joyce, have you done any blogging in the past?
I have in the past. I don't have a blog right now.
Okay. So have you been able to make money off of your blogs?
Not really. I had some traffic, but not a whole lot.
Okay. A lot of it might have to do with the way that your blog was written, your SEO, and actually getting people to see it. A lot of people think that you can go out and you can write a blog, and you post it out there, and immediately the search engines are going to pick them up, and everybody's going to see all your traffic and everything.
You don't get that much traffic sometimes.
You don't. Well, it's unless you have the best keywords and it is triggered right away on everything. You've got hashtagging, you've got the whole bit going on. Chances are your blog post will be on the first page of the search engines for about 3 or 4 seconds, and then poof, it'll hit back to the far back pages where nobody will ever actually go and see them. Okay?
I haven't done it for a couple of years.
Well, what I'm going to show you is how you can keep your blog posts on the first couple of pages of the search engines. See, people will go from up to 3 to 5 pages deep on searches on the search engine, but they stop there. They don't go any further than that, okay? Because theoretically, they're going to find all the information they want on those first few pages, okay? So this is why you want to make sure that your pages are there. I have blog posts that I wrote almost a year ago still on the first 3 pages of the search engines, and it's because of the SEO and the structure that I use to market, okay? And a lot of that has to do with subdomaining and all that kind of stuff. I'm not going to get into that today. That's a little bit more extended on that, but what I'm going to do is just show you how to write a real good blog post and get it syndicated out there. When I write this one today and we do it out there, I'm going to take a shot. Within about 10 or 15 minutes, I'm going to go and see if it actually made the first page of, I'll try Google right away. Usually when I write a blog post, I hit the first page. Okay, so I haven't done one in a long time, so we're going to just see how good my magic is, see if I can still make that happen. Okay, Tom, have you done any?
Yes, I have, and I have something that's active, and I've used the Philo theme for the presentation of it, and I have automatically got articles that are coming in daily, which I can't remember how I did that. It's been a while since I set it up. But then I also have a blog roll of other blogs that are related to the clubs that I administer in their various areas of internet marketing. And they're all connected. They don't all have the same look, but I don't know. I've not really monetized them too much. I've not paid attention because I kind of let that go when I get into network marketing now. But I may want to have a look at what I have and see what you think of it. But that it's optimized, but I don't know how monetized it is.
Well, here's the thing. You know, I mean, it's one thing to be out there and writing blogs every day and stuff like that, but if you're not actually sharing it in social venues such as Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and so forth, you know, YouTube, whatever, you know, if you're not sharing it, no one is going to see it. Okay? You know, here's what happens. You know, if you're constantly writing blogs on your thing, you will get indexed every day by the spiders. Okay, the spiders are these little information pods that go out there and read all the new information. If it's duplicate information, you get bypassed. And if you keep doing duplicate information, in other words, if you're going out and copying other people's stuff and putting it onto your blog rather than writing it yourself, you'll get what they call sandboxed. Okay, because the index of the spiders will come to your site and they'll keep seeing repeated information that's found someplace else. They'll go, you know what, we are not going to index you anymore, and they do what they call a sandbox. And what that does is it puts your blog all the way to the back. So you could go from the first page of Google to the 2 millionth page on Google, just like that, and they will decide how long you're going to stay there. You could be there a week, a month, a year, 2 years, indefinitely.
I think I'm in the Sahara Desert with the content I have on my blogs.
Well, and again, if you ever get sandboxed, the best thing for you to do is turf the blog. I don't care if you've got 1 million posts on there; it'll never be seen again. Right. Okay, it's done. All your effort that you keep doing on there will never ever be seen again. Okay, and that is a sad part. A lot of people don't realize that they're sitting there and they're doing all these posts every day, not realizing that their blog is sandboxed, okay? And the only way you can find that out is by monitoring your traffic, okay? If your traffic starts going down, down, down to nothing, and then it's nothing, 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 you're sandboxed and you're done. It's over, okay? So, you know, you got to be able to monitor your traffic and all that kind of stuff as well. I'm not going to get into that today. That's like a full day's training to do that kind of stuff. And all I'm going to cover today is how to write a good blog post, to SEO it, and to syndicate. Okay? And I'm going to go through the whole thing so you guys can see it all. It'll all be recorded here. I'm going to go from start to finish. So, any more questions before I get started? No? Okay. So let's do this then. Okay? I'm going to get on here and bring up the screen here. Okay, come on. Okay, you guys see my screen now?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to go into, let me shut down this thing here. I hope it's going to let me do it. My PC is so slow today. White screen. It's my screen, so don't panic. Okay, I just got to bring it up. I got too much stuff loaded here. I think I got to close some stuff down. Holy crap. I didn't realize how much stuff I have up here. Okay. Okay. Okay, let me just close some stuff I have on here. It's taking up a lot of resources on my PC. Just bear with me a sec, everyone. Never realized how much resources is being hogged up here. Okay. Oh, my goodness. Well, this is the great thing about being live. You get to see all the problems that happen. See, I can't even close stuff. It won't even close on me. Well, I'm going to give up. Okay, that's one down. Another one down. Close. Oops. Okay. Hear me, right? Right? Okay, I don't know what's happened here. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Okay, I wasn't sure if you guys could hear me or not. Okay, I need to shut down some stuff here and free up some resources to do what I want to do. Let me just get on here and wow. You know, I'm going to shut off my Skype too, so no one can. That'll free up some resources. Okay, that should be good. Okay, so let's get started here. Okay, I've got a sample right here, so I'm just going to be cutting and pasting this up into the screens. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is obviously you want to have a really good title. Okay, now you need to make sure you've got a title in your or a keyword in your title. Oh, come on. Okay, so I don't like using this title, but it's kind of a good one for this thing here.
Question: did you write this article yourself, or is this something?
I wrote part of it. You know, some of it, like I said, was taken from a few different articles.
Okay.
I did that I looked at, and I went in and wrote about I would say a third of it of
Okay.
my own. Oh, jeez, it went and copied in the wrong place. Oh my goodness.
You copied the article into the title.
Nah, I did it by accident.
Oh.
It's my PC. It's not copying from me properly. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now I have to just sort it out into the paragraphs now. Jeez. You know what? I know what I'll do. Just give me a second here. I should probably do that with this PC. It's really bad. This PC is just so bad. Okay, so let me put this in here. And oh, it still didn't do it the way I wanted it to be done. Hang on a sec. Why isn't it copying in this format like this? Well, worst case scenario, I'm going to have to break all the paragraphs apart and everything. Let's see. Is it going to do it now? There we go. Okay. So now it's all done properly. Okay. So now, in this this blog post I have here, I'm going to go through and I'm going to grab the keywords that I want. Okay. So first of all, I want the Legends Network. Okay. I want this keyword right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add that in here. Okay, so the Legends Network. Okay, that's going to be one of my keywords. Now, SEO Presser this is the plugin that I use. Now, you know, this is not a free plugin. It costs, I think, $67 or something like that. But this particular plugin has allowed me to get an upper edge on a lot of other blogs that aren't using something like this. I've had 5 to 7 times, maybe even up to 10 times more traffic using this particular SEO plugin than anything else that's out there, like such as Platinum SEO Pack. You know, I have that on here. I don't use it that much anymore. I just need to take it off because SEO Presser does all the work for me. Okay. See, in the other days, you'd have to go through and you'd have to go through and manually do all this stuff with these kind of plugins. Here with SEO Presser, it does it all for you. Now, what I'm going to do, this is the important thing that you have to have in a blog. Okay, you have to have an H1 tag, which is this. That's your title tag. Okay, that's your that's your H1 tag. Your H2 tag.
Carl, we can't see your screen. Or I can see your screen.
Oh, you guys can't see the screen?
Oh, I can see. I can see.
Good.
Wait. Oh, I can see it again. Somehow.
Okay, let me go back in. You guys can see it now or no?
Yes, I can see it now.
Okay, let me go back to it. Okay, so everybody sees it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so this is your H1 key. Your H1 key is always your subject line. Okay, the H2 key is basically the second header that is going to explain about what everything is in the actual post itself. Okay, so you need to make sure you have your keyword in there. So I'm going to make this my H2, and where you find that is in this drop down. Okay, now some of you may not know where to find this one right here. This is what we call the kitchen sink. Okay, when you get your blog set up, it looks like this. Okay, this thing here is called the kitchen sink. This adds more options for you to bring in things here. So you need the bold, you need the italic, and you need the underline. Very, very important that you use all of these within your blog post. So right now, what I've done is I've made this one here, okay, my H2 tag. Now, the next thing I need to do is I need to have a bold. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to highlight this and create this as a bold, okay? The spiders when they go to index your site, they look for keywords that are underlined, bolded, and italicized, okay? So it's very, very important that you make sure that you have that done. Now, you don't normally want to do that all in the same line of text, okay? So that's why I have the Legends Network and that in here multiple times. So here, I'm going to make this one italicized, okay? Then I'm going to go down throughout my post, and I'm going to look for a line. Oh, hang on a sec. Let me fix this, okay? I'm going to look for one line that has just the Legends Network in it again, okay? So maybe I missed it. Oh, see, all my paragraphs are kind of broken up. I got to fix my paragraphs here, so just give me one sec. Okay. All my paragraphs are broken up here. Oops. Oops. Actually, I gotta change that to Legends Network. Oh no, actually I don't. Okay, hang on. This is a paragraph. So you see, this is the kind of stuff you got to go through when you're building a blog post. People don't actually do that. They'll let it just go like this. You always got to make sure that your blog post reads very, very well and fluently, okay? Because if it doesn't, chances are people won't return to read your stuff again, okay? So always take that little bit of time you need to make this thing, your post, absolutely perfect, okay? Don't rush it or anything, because then all the work that you did is all for nothing. Oops, got a spelling error here. Okay, so here's one sentence that has the Legends Network in it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this one my H3. Okay, which is, again, that's the third heading that the search engine spiders are going to look for. Okay, so it's going to come out. It's going to look a little bit different. You see how it looks different from everything else, right? Okay. So now I need a. Oops, that's the wrong one. I need to copy this one too. I want this as a secondary. You can have up to 3 real good strong keywords. So I'm going to put this as another keyword in here. Okay, creating legends. Okay, which is the name of the team that I have in TLN. Okay, so now we have. Oh, this didn't bold. Why didn't that do that? Okay, there's the bold. And we have the italicized, so now I just need to find one more right here for the underline. Okay? See how it's underlined there. Okay, now here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go in and I'm now going to just, as you're going through, you want to save your draft. Okay? Don't publish, save your draft. You only publish after you're ready to, when it's all completed and done. Okay, so this is the process that I'm going through with everyone. You know, as you're doing this, you're going to do it a lot faster, but because I'm just showing you guys, that's why it's taking as long as it is. But this is the only way you guys are really going to learn to do this. So now what's going to happen is this is going to give me a score. Okay, it's going to tell me what my score is and what my keyword density is. Okay, you want to have a keyword density between 1 and 3. Okay, oops, an error came up there. Let's try that again.
So either 1 keyword or 2 or 3.
Okay, so I've got 46. Okay, you can have up to 3 keywords. I'm going to put another one here in a second. Okay, so now what I've done is I've got 1.52%, which is good. If it's in green, it's good. My score is at 46%. You want to be up around 70 to 80%. Okay. 60 is okay, but you're better to be 70 to 80%. Okay, so now it tells me what I've all got on here. Okay, see, it says I've got all this, I got keywords and everything all done, I got the checks here. But it also tells me what I should have more. I can target up to 3 keywords, so I should have another one. I should use some more LSI keywords that I don't really worry about too much. Images with alt tags, and I'm going to get into that. I'm going to show you that right in a second. And my content should be using more headings. In other words, they're telling me that the content of my blog here, I should actually break it down and say, you know, for instance, in here, if I'm talking about the comp plan, well, this is the comp plan, and have that like a heading, okay? So, for instance, if we scroll down in here, right at this point here, you know, I've got motion. Oh, that's a broken paragraph. Okay, here I'm talking about Val Smith, who created Menders in Motion, and just how powerful he's made the Legends Network. And I say this is why. Okay, now I could make this a title if I wanted to. Okay, but it's not actually necessary unless you have very little content in here. I've got a lot of content in this particular blog post. Uh-oh, what the heck did I do? Hang on. Okay, I got a lot of content in my blog post here. So the first thing I'm going to start doing now is I'm going to start putting some pictures in. Okay. So I've got what is the Legends Network here. So what I want to do is I want to insert a picture right before here. Now you can do the pictures anywhere. I always do one right at the beginning. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to insert upload insert right here, which is going to allow me to do select a picture. So when it opens up and allows me to do that, come on, there we go. My computer's sick. It needs some love. I'm having a technician come and look at it here soon. Okay, so you're just going to go in. You're going to go to one of your file folders. I have one that's already done. Why do I keep bouncing back here? Okay, let me just go to my folder, and I've got tons of them here, so just bear with me while I open it up. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this, okay, and I'm going to insert this picture in here. And you can see it's in there now, okay? So now it's got a title. I'm just going to leave it, you know, actually what I'll do is I'll put Network. Okay, alternate text. This is what it's looking for. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this for the text. Okay, because they want the picture associated with your keywords. Okay, the caption and description, it's not a big deal to be in there. Okay, and what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to save it. So always make sure that your alternate text has one of your 3 keywords or whatever keywords you've chosen. Okay, now I'm going to save it. Now it's just waiting. Okay, I'm going to insert it into the post. Now you can save the changes or not save it. It's totally up to you. Okay, now you can see I put the picture in there. Now I find that just a little bit big, so you can just shrink it. Okay, you can shrink it down to whatever it is. Okay, so I always do that. I always have these kind of things that are in here because I want people to you know, be able to not have a big giant picture pop in their face. I want the little one there just so they can see what's going on. So now what I'll do is I'll scroll down a little bit. You know, I've talked about Val Smith here. So what I might do is I'll go over here right after the, and then I'll insert another picture. And you know what? I think I forgot to put that picture in this folder. That's okay. I'll find it. Sorry, my PC would normally be longer, and I'll stop apologizing for it, but it's just really, really bad right now. I never realized it was going to be this bad on here. But it's real important to have pictures in your posts, and if you can, put a video in as well. Okay, very, very important. You put a you know, put all the aspects into there because people are audio visual. Okay, they want to not just see words. You know, if they wanted to do that, they can go and buy a book. Okay, but we're here to provide valuable content information to them. So they need to, as they're reading your post, they need to address themselves to what it is. They need to see what it's all about. TLN tells them that right away. Okay. So I have to go and find the. I know where the Val Smith thing is. Just give me a second here. I think I put it in my Facebook pics here. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Come on, oh, it's doing it. Okay. Okay, so there's the Val post there. So I'll put Val Smith here. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to copy and put him in the alternate text. I'm going to add him as my 3rd keyword. Okay, so now that's all in there. I'm not going to bother saving it. I'm just going to insert this into the post. Okay. So now it's going into the post here, and let me just shrink that a little bit. Okay, so now you can see his magazine and so forth in there. Now, I didn't select this to go to the right side. I left it on the left. I want it to go to the right. So you can click on the little picture that's there, and you can select the right side and update it, and then it'll move the picture over to the right. Okay. I like to scatter them from left to right as I'm putting pictures in. So here I'm going to add the next keyword, which is Val Smith. in here. Okay, so there we go. So now I've got that in there now. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down and I'm going to do an update on the, you can also have categories. I have categories here too. I'll do affiliate marketing on that and blog marketing. Okay, and I'm going to go and I'm going to save my changes again. Remember, save the changes, not to publish. Okay, only hit the publish when you're ready to publish it. And then we'll take a look at the score again. The score will change. And we'll see how much better I'm making the score. Okay, now I'm up to 71%. Okay, so it still wants me to use a few more things. Add more images with alt tags. So I got to go and add some more images. So I will scroll down again. I will come down here and oops. Okay, here I'm talking about the legends that give you the blueprint. This is about the interviews, right? So here I'm going to put another picture in. Okay, so let me go and add one more picture. Let me go back to my training page again. Okay, and now I'm going to grab this picture. Okay, picture of all the legends. So now it's slowly adding it there. Now, what I should have done is I want to click into the center now. I want it to load right in the middle. Okay, so I can leave just title legends too. What I'm going to put here is one of my other keywords, which was creating legends. Oops. Legends. Okay, so now we have that in place. Insert that into the post. Okay, so now I've got, you know, we're talking about all the legends that are there. Now I'm showing what they have. Okay, so now I've got another one that's in there. And let's put one more picture in here. Okay, we're going to add another picture. Don't be scared to put pictures in your posts. Okay, you know, I've had as many as 8 or 9 pictures in there with 1 or 2 videos. Okay, it's information people are looking for. That's what's going to drive them back to your site when you're giving them enough information. Okay, here I'm going to put in this one here. And the reason I'm doing that is because I'm talking about the that's in the system or part of the program. Okay, so now I've got that in here. I'll just leave that alone as there, and again I'll put creating legend. Okay, and now I'm going to do this one to the left and insert it into the post. And then after we've done this, what we're going to do is I'm going to show you guys how to monetize your blog. Okay, so this picture is a little bit big. Again, shrink it down so it fits in nicely with everything. It's still readable, but it's got the picture there because you constantly need to be throwing the name in front of people. Okay, if you're not doing that, what happens is they're going to read this and then it's going to disappear out of their memory within about 45 minutes. But when people see pictures, that'll retain in their memory for 3 to 4 days. Okay, and videos even longer. Okay, it's just like when you go and watch a movie. You go to a movie and you watch a movie and it keeps your attention. You think about that movie and talk about that movie for weeks on end, right? So it's the same thing here. People are visual. Okay, audio and audio visual. Okay, so not only are they going to read and take in the information that you're getting here, but they're going to remember it because you had pictures to remind them, you had videos to remind them, and so forth. Now here comes the real important part of your entire post. Okay, consider working with Creating Legends team today. That's my team. Now, what you need to have here is one more very vital picture. and information that goes below it. Okay? And I haven't put that information in yet. This information here. You need to have a picture of who you are. This is your call to action that's got to go in. Okay? So now you've got another picture here. I'm going to, I'll just put Carl's team. Carl's team is the title, and I'll put Creating Legends again. That's one of my keywords. Now, this will stay to the left, okay? Now, the link URL, okay? The link that you want in here, okay, is going to be your Legends Network link, okay? You want them going to your site. I'm going to send them to my Rotator site, okay? So that's where I'm sending these guys. You would put in like your legendsnetwork.com/LN number, or if you're running a Rotator system, you could put that in there, or work with Joyce.com or work with Tom.com, whatever it is. If you have your own specific link, that's what you're going to put here, okay? That's going to be associated with this picture. And again, now I'm going to insert that into my post. So now they're going to read my entire post. They're going to see all the pictures. I'm not going to put a video in right now because it's just it takes a little bit more time to do that. But see, now at the end, they're going to see my picture, my team, what I'm all about. Now, one last thing that you're going to put in here, okay, is your information. Okay. You know what? I'll put it in before this. Okay, I'm going to just put, just for the sake of it, I'm going to put this information in. Okay, you always want them to be able to contact you, right? Oops, why is this happening here? There we go. Okay. So, and then I'm going to hyperlink this, obviously, because I want them to go back and connect with me on Facebook, right? So I have my name, I have everything that's there. Okay, you can put it either before or after, your choice, wherever you want to put it. Okay. So there it is there. I'll open link in a new window for that so they can still see on my blog. Okay, so that's set up, and then I've got my picture below, okay, which is also hyperlinked, okay, to my site. So now we've got that part done, okay? Now let's go and save this again, okay? Always remember to save, folks, as you're going throughout, because you just never know what can happen. You don't want to lose all that information. Mm-hmm. Okay. You can get something like that happens. Okay, so that's been saved. And I don't know, I gotta check my SEO presser there. So I wanna get, where's my keywords? Okay. Computer, this is the stuff I have to deal with. Okay. Okay, so now I've got that in there. Let's do an analysis and see how far I am now with everything. Okay, now I'm at 106 and at 180. Wow.
Your software does all that, Carl.
Well, it does that all for me. I got some wonky stuff going on my computer here. I have some hardware errors on here that I got to get fixed. So I don't know how you guys are seeing my screen, but mine is looking like really crazy. Okay, so now
with blogging was the keywords. I wasn't strong enough on my keywords.
Yeah, so you got to be really good. See, I'm over and above. Okay, now see this. I've over-optimized my keywords. Okay, so now I have to go back in and check, and I need to go over some of the stuff to show you guys, okay, what's going on. So I probably got too many keywords in like my pictures or whatever, and that's probably where it happened from. So now I'm going to go and I'm going to take out, oh no, I'll leave this one. I'll go and take one of the Creating Legends ones out. Okay, yeah, I'll take that one out. So you know what, I'm just going to leave that blank, and I'm going to update it. Because see, this is why I need to show you guys this, because sometimes you could put the keywords too many times in, okay? So that's why I wanted to make sure that, you know, we're showing you all this stuff here, and, you know, I'm going to go down.
Well, what could happen if you...
Well, what happens is you're going to get a strike against you from the spiders. They're going to say, oh, you're trying to over-manipulate the system by using too many keywords and stuff like that. That's why they do that, okay? That's why this software is crucial. If you don't have a software like this to tell you that, you won't know, right? And that can also get you into trouble. That's why I use software like this that can teach me and show me that, hey, you know what, I've over-optimized, okay? And over-optimizing is just as bad as under-optimizing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now
Probably
I'm going to go back and I'm going to do a save draft.
Is that a free WordPress plugin?
No, that one costs money, and I can give you the information on that one if you want. But again, this is one that probably costs you. I think it's a one-time payment. I think of $67 or something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So keywords are bolded too many times. So now I got to go back and look to see what I've bolded, over-bolded in here. Oh, I know, but I might have done this.
So the score shouldn't be over 100.
No, it should be under 100. So I'm over bolded on here, so I've got to find out what I did wrong. So I got to go back. Every time you're going to go and check things, you go back and you select paragraph, right? And that'll remove anything that was on it. Okay, so I'm going to go back in. I'm going to do my header 2 again on here. I'm redoing it. Okay, I'm going to go on here. These are some of the things you just need to check. And again, if you don't know what you're doing, okay, it can cost you valuable time, right? And exposure. Okay, so now I'm going back and I'm going to bold that again. I haven't got it bolded, anything else bolded in here that I can see. Okay, and spell it. Home dash based. Okay, let's go back and see if we fix this. You can see all the revisions I'm doing down here, right?
Is that every time you say save draft?
Wow, I went up. How did that happen? Bolded too many. Keyword appears in images alt too many times. Aha! Okay, so I am going to I can't remember if I removed it out of this one. I think I did. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to take that one. I'm going to go down to my other pictures. I'm going to take it out of here. You see, it's a big warning on there, and a lot of people don't realize that you can't over-optimize because you get penalized for that. Okay, no opt-in tag there, and I'll go right to the bottom one. I'll take it out of that one. See, sometimes you can get overzealous on things, and you think that you're okay with them, and you're not. Okay, so now I'm not sure why the bold error keeps coming up because I've only had the one item bolded. So save the draft one more time. Wow, something is wonky here. Appears too many times in there. Hang on a sec. I'm going to just exit out of here and go back in. I think there's something kind of screwed up with this thing here. I need to refresh it. Okay, so we'll go back in and we'll edit this. And I want to see if I can. So I'm not sure what's showing bolded over again and stuff. Okay, so let me take the tag out of here. See, and this is what takes these things so long sometimes, you know, especially when I'm doing training and stuff. Oh, I know what it might be. It might be this. Please tell me I'm good now. There is something in here. I'm not sure what has picked up in here. But something has picked up. Well, let's just carry on, okay? I've got one thing here. Before I get started, if you'd like to see the official company website, click here. Okay, this is where I'm talking about hyperlinking to your website. So we're just going to go from there, and we'll check back on it later, okay? So what I will do there is I will give them this link. This is like my link right here, right? Mm-hmm. So I will go in, and I will click, highlight this here, and then I will hyperlink it. This is your what we would call your call to action within your post, okay? And then I will post it in here, okay? And again, I'll open this up, and someone's phoning me. That's my hockey ringtone. I'm just going to ignore it. Okay, so we're going to go down, and it'll stop. There we go. And again, we've got another one that's down here. I just got to find out where I put it. Click here. Oh, and this is the compensation plan video. So I'm just going to give them the same site, okay, because you can get to the compensation plan on there. I'll just put the same link in there, and we'll add that link. So now, as they're going down and reading my blog post here, they're going to see the pictures, they're going to read it, and then they're going to have places where they can click to find out more information. Okay? Mm-hmm. So this is what I talk about with you having to have call to actions throughout. And then, of course, at the bottom, they have the call to action. Okay? So let's update this now. And you know what? I'm not even going to worry about the this stuff here. I'll come back and fix that later. I'm going to show you how to syndicate it now. Okay, because we've done the blog post. I just showed you the SEO part. Okay, and now I'm going to show you how to syndicate it.
Pingoat.
What's that?
Pingoat.com.
No, I'm not using pinging software or anything.
All right.
I'm doing it the way it needs to be done.
Okay,
this is how you get traffic. Pinging doesn't do anything because all pinging does is it'll sometimes it'll post it out to social networks properly, But I'm going to show you how to do it properly on a social network. Okay, now I'm going to publish this thing, okay? I'll go back and fix the post later.
That's what I was taught.
Yeah, well, yeah, you know, because a lot of pinging sites are okay, but now if you go to a lot of the pinging sites, they actually charge you now to do pinging. Okay, you can't do it for free anymore. They used to be free. Now it can be as much as you know, it's $20, sometimes $30 a month to go to pinging places, right? Because they know how lucrative that is now. Okay, so now I'm publishing it now, and it'll go onto my blog. Bring my blog up here. Well, I'll bring it up through here. Show you. Okay, so now I can go and view my post. Okay, so I'm going to go and I'm going to view my published post on my blog site. Oh, you could go for lunch. I'm running like I'm 1999 or something.
Things have changed in the last 2 years.
Okay, so here's my blog site. This is my primary site. You can see my blog now is all out here, right? Everything is hyperlinked out here, and you can check all the pictures out. This is what it looks like on my blog. Okay, all the way down, the business opportunity, right? And then I've got my call to action here. Okay, and then of course I have stuff on my blog that can send people to different blog posts that I have. Okay, so now this is what you do. Okay, what you're going to do is this is the actual link to this particular blog post. You're going to copy this. You're going to go on to Facebook. You're going to do a post saying what. Oops, let me put a capital in there. TLN. I guess I should put the link, shouldn't I?
Shouldn't it say, here are my thoughts?
Oh, you can do it any way you want. That's how I'm putting it up there.
Okay.
You know? Oh, my goodness. Okay. Here are my thoughts. Okay. My thoughts on TLN. Oops. Oh, man, I can't spell. Okay, check out my latest blog post. And there's my link. Okay? Please always tell people to please like and apps. Okay? Oops, let me spell this right. Be told what to do. Okay? So, and then you do the post. And believe me, I'm going to get a ton of people commenting on this. Okay? And what happens here is anybody who comments on my post, everybody connected to them on their Facebook page sees this. That's how it goes viral. Okay? So now that's out there. Okay? And now I'm probably going to get a ton of people commenting, sharing, and even liking this. Okay? And that's how you do it. And you do the same thing on all other social media. You'll go on to here, you know, onto your Google Plus page. I put it on my Google, my LinkedIn, and my Facebook. Every post I do, I just duplicate it. Oops, do I actually duplicate that? Hang on, I gotta copy that. Okay, so now I go over here, click on here, put that in here, and share it. Okay? And usually it would pick up the link and give me a picture there, but it didn't do it this time. Okay? And I would go to, I can't go back there. Let me just open up my LinkedIn. And this is how you do it, folks. Okay? It's that simple. You see how fast it takes me to put 3 posts in there and get the post going? I'm just going to wait for the picture to show up here, and then I'm share it. And here, I'm also sending it to Twitter. Okay? And, of course. I don't know who does that, whether that's my computer or whether that was LinkedIn. I'm not sure. Okay, and it's not picking up the picture part, so that's fine. So now it's sent off to Twitter as well. So I've hit 4 different social medias with this, okay? And I'll get people to share on all that stuff. I'll check back later to see that, okay? Now, I'm not sure if it's going to show up on Google, but we'll find out because I was at over 100%, so I'm not sure if it's going to show up now. But let's do the search in here, okay? Let's do the Legends scam, right? Okay. And don't ever be scared of searching this stuff. You're going to find all kinds of crap online about every single business that's out there. Okay? See, it's not there yet. It's too early yet. Probably in another 10-15 minutes it'll hit there. But that's how you do and search it. Okay? And that's how you'll find these posts of yours going on there. But I wouldn't worry much about search engines. I would worry more about your social media, okay? Because that's where everything is going to happen, okay? So now we're done our post, okay? So did that make a lot of sense to all of you in there? What we covered?
Yep. Very good.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that you guys have a good understanding of how to do a post. I know this took a little bit longer to do it. I had a little bit of difficulty in there, which is too bad, but we got it going, and which was a great thing now. So now especially Florian, because you're doing a lot of blogging, you now understand what you need to do in your posts. You need to make sure that they're not just one big long paragraph, that you have them broken down and into bits. And even if you want to put headers, talk about compensation plan, talk about product, whatever, you put the product and then talk about the product, and then the comp plan and then talk about the comp plan, and then have pictures in between them, okay? And just make sure you have, I would recommend having 3 keywords, okay? You don't need to have any more than that. And just make sure that you have them italicized, you've got them bolded, you've got them underlined, you use them hyperlinking them even. You can do that, as you saw that I did in my post there, okay? And that's going to get you a lot more traffic. And then syndicate it. Syndicating is so crucial. You go in, you take that link, and you syndicate. And you tell the world, man, you've got to read this. Like, share, and comment, right? Tell them, demand them to do that, right? And that's where everything is going to go. Because the moment they make a like, a share, or comment on it, everybody connected to them sees that. Everybody. Right. Okay? And when they make a comment, it goes there. And that's the viral effect that goes. And it's funny because, I've been in this program for 2 months now, and I see about a half a dozen people actually posting about TLN. Okay? 4 of them from my team. Okay? And 2 from other teams. Okay? And when I'm talking about posting, I'm not talking about once a day. You need to be posting 10 to 14 times a day on your walls and everything else about it. Related stuff, if you're talking about just something in general, make sure you have your link at the bottom. Because if there's no call to action, they're not going to do anything. Okay? That's how you sell. That's how you make money. No call to action, no money. Okay? You could write about everything you want, day in and day out. And you know what? People don't care. Some will read it, most won't. You have to give people a reason to read your stuff. Okay? Because if you just write about nonsense or just, just putting up crazy funny videos and stuff like that all the time, that's how they're going to know you. They're not going to know you as a business-minded person. They're going to know you as someone who sends, oh, this is the video guy, or this is the inspirational guy, or something like that. They're not going to know you as this is the entrepreneur. Okay? And that's why so little people, that's why the 1 to 2% that make really big money online, those are entrepreneurs. The rest of them are wannabe network marketers. Okay? Val talked about it today on the call earlier today. This is not meant as an insult to anybody by no means. It's just that you're not motivated enough to make it happen. Okay? And I will grind my team day in and day out about making posts. I'm connected to you on Facebook. I'm connected to you everywhere else. If I don't see your posts, nobody else is either. Okay? It's that simple. So you got to be making the posts. You got to stop being lackadaisy about things. Take your business serious. Everybody who's listening to this, every one of you on the panel, and anybody who does listen to this, I don't care what business it's in, if you're not letting people know about your business, you're never going to make any money. I want you to go tell McDonald's and Walmart and all the other big conglomerates that are out there that, why don't you do a video a week? Why don't you do one advertising a week? And just see how much your sales drop. It will drop 70%. McDonald's does a commercial every 6 minutes. Every 6 minutes. Wow. They got a commercial running somewhere around the world, or advertising. Billboards, buses, taxi cabs, whatever. It's everywhere. Newspapers, flyers. It's everywhere. I cannot go, they're buildings. I cannot go a block from my house in any direction without seeing a McDonald's. I have 4 of them within a block of me. 4.
4.
Each way, west, east, south, and north. I can make my choice. Oh, let's go to the north McDonald's today. Oh, let's go to the south one today. Let's go to the east one today. We can walk to all of them. Okay? That's how close they are. Tim Hortons. I can do the same thing with Tim Hortons Donuts. Walmart. Not quite. I got one Walmart by me. Right? But the point is, fast food outlets. Fast food outlets you will always see multiple fast food outlets all in one area. If one builds one, then within a block they've got another one. Their competitor are all there. They're there for a reason because they want a share of the market share. It's the same thing when we're trying to build a business online. Okay? If you're not sharing your product or service, nobody's going to see it, and you're not going to make any money. I don't care how sick and tired of people get on social media of seeing your stuff. I'm a pretty blunt, straight, black and white person. If you don't like my stuff, unfriend me. That simple. You don't want to see it? See ya. Have a nice day. But I'm still going to make money whether you like my stuff or not. Don't care. Okay? But that's why I make a lot of money, and that's why my downline makes money. Because I help every single one of them get to where they need to do by telling them what they need to do. If businesses ever stopped advertising, we'd be in the worst financial state ever. I'm telling you that right now. So take this as advice. You need to do that. Go ahead.
I wanted to ask something. You could show me how to get LinkedIn to post to Twitter, but
it's in your profile. It's in your profile. If you go into your profile, there's a little checkbox that says, do you want to post to Twitter as well? You just check that box, and every time you do a post, it'll automatically post to Twitter.
Did you know that you could also have Twitter post to Facebook?
Yes.
So you
Yeah.
could make one post on LinkedIn, and it would go to Twitter, and that would go to Facebook.
You can. Yeah.
Just-
It all depends on how you want to work your business. There's many ways to do it. You can go to Pinterest and post to everything, right? If you want to do it that way. You know, Pinterest I haven't figured out yet, but when I do, look out. Okay? Because I will use that as one of my primaries. The difference here is when you use the other ones there, they post in a very different format, and it's very, very small format. Like if I go into my Facebook, I can make a long post and everybody sees everything that's there. If I do it from Pinterest or anything, it's condensed down to 1 or 2 sentences. That's it. Right? So you don't get the same effect doing it that way. That's why I choose to do cut, paste, cut, paste, cut, paste. Okay? Because the fact is that if I use things like Hootsuite or any of that kind of stuff, it condenses my posts. Okay? And it doesn't allow me to get all the information I want everybody to see. You know, when they click on the post or whatever, they'll get to see it. But if I have some vital information, like I showed you there, you got to see this. Like if some of you guys read my posts, I'll say like when someone else joins my business, I'll say so and so has just joined. They figured out what it's all about. It's, you know, and they're on their way to make money, and I talk about them on there, and then I leave a link. If I did that from LinkedIn or Twitter or something like that to there, it'll say just the very first line. If I have 3 lines of text there, they won't see the other 2 lines. Okay, so it's all about making an impact on your statement. Okay, and that's the point I'm trying to get across. You know, there's ways to do everything the easy way, but the easy way isn't always the smart way. Okay?
Yeah.
You know, again, you know, I don't know how many people go, well, I can do Hootsuite to do everything. I just have to click a button where I can pre-set up everything and I don't have to do a damn thing. Well, you know what? If you don't make any money, it's because you don't do a damn thing. That's what it's all about. I'm an old school guy, okay? I built my businesses and I've made a lot of money talking to people, okay? I know a lot of guys that spend $10,000, $15,000 a month who do everything on automation, and if they did that with this business here, they'd be millionaires in less than a year. But yet, they're still trying to become their first millionaire in their other programs, spending that kind of money a month. If I had $10,000 a month to spend on this business right now, I'm telling you, by Christmas, I would hit my first million. Just like that.
Well, why don't you? I mean, you're such a successful entrepreneur.
Don't you worry. You're going to see it. Just wait till the video comes out with me and Val going shopping for an exotic car.
Okay, cool.
You know, I'm a guy who walks the walk. I don't talk the talk. You know, those that know me know that I don't stop. Okay? If I've got my focus and I'm highly motivated, I will be there till I get what I want. And that's me. You know, there's a lot of people that Val talks about out there. Oh, they're all big talk, and next thing you know, they're in the next big thing. Whatever. You know, I see that happen every day. I see guys already. I've seen people in my downline. Oh, they're all so big to go on this, and now they're already in another thing. Whatever. Don't care. I'm going to build below them anyway. Don't care. I'll make them a lot of money, but I'll make 10 times more money because of the way our comp plan is designed. You know, I just talked to Val this morning, and you know, there's one thing that most people still haven't understood about this program. When you get a re-entry position, that means you put 2 in and they put 2 in. Or you could put 2 in and put 2 underneath each one of them and create your own entry position rather than waiting for them to do it. When that position comes in and you start building that thing, okay, you make $110 on your first 2 that you put in, and then you make $110 on anybody else that you put in after that. And when they're putting people in, you're still making $30 off them. So when you're personally referring, rather than making $80 like you would normally in your first matrix, you make $110 because you get the coded bonuses because you're your own sponsor. Okay? This is what people don't realize. That's serious, sick money, let me tell you. I can hardly wait for my matrix pay this month because I got my second position filling. I'm friggin' stoked about that. $5 first level, $1 second, $11 third, $4 fifth, $4 sixth. Doing the happy dance, right? But it's because you know, and this is how stupid this thing is, and how naive a lot of the people are that say, I'm too busy for this, I don't have time. You know what? Every entrepreneur has time to make money. Everyone. They never say no to something that will make them more money. Never. Okay? Marketers out there, when they say their plate's too full, that's because they got 5 different programs going that they're maybe making $200 a month in. Okay?
True.
That's the problem. They don't know how to build a business. This is the simplest and easiest business you could ever think about. Okay? You sponsor 2 and they sponsor 2. If they can't do it for them. Create your entry position and then build that thing like a wild animal. And I'm telling you, within, I don't know, 3 to 5 months, you could be at easily 5 figures a month. Easily. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. And I don't want anybody on this panel to get upset. I don't want anybody who's listening to me get upset. Okay? This is the truth coming out. You're not motivated enough. Because all of you that are on this panel here, okay, and the people that are listening in, I don't see enough posts from you guys every day. You guys see my posts. You see my posts every day. I post a good morning post. Right after that, I'll put another post in talking about getting on the webinar. And then when I have people coming in, because I do every day, I make a post about welcoming them. Then I make another post about the next webinar. Sometimes I'll make a post, oh, did you miss the last webinar? Don't worry, we have another one. And I make these posts every day. Sometimes I'll make an inspirational post. And guess what? I'll have a picture there, but what's on all my posts, guys? What's on every single one of my posts?
Call to action?
My call to action. Every single one. I see everybody trying to do what they're supposed to do, but they're missing their call to action all the time. Some of them are just starting to do it now. But I think it takes some drilling. And, you know, I don't want to be a drill sergeant, okay? But I will, because I want to make you guys money. It's not about me. I'm going to make money no matter what, okay? I'm here to make you guys money. I'm here to show you how easy this industry is, especially with this program. And I will put people under you, whether you do it or not. It's going to do, because I'm building my business. But then I'm going to keep going on with those people, and you may be left in the shadow. The only thing you'll have to do is get your Brinks truck to go pick up your money. That's about it. Okay?
Yeah.
And you know, it may sound funny, but you know what? This is what's happening with some of the people in here. You know, Rebecca Stevenson, I mean, we keep talking about her. She's just one that's in there. There's others in here that I could talk about. There's going to be one in my organization that I'll be talking about. His name is Roger. Okay? You're going to be hearing a lot about him. This guy's going to be a millionaire next year. Okay? Because of the group that's coming in underneath him. Okay? And the thing is that I make a matching bonus off of all these guys. So I will work with these guys hand over fist every single minute of the day to make sure they're happy and that they're building, and I'm contributing whatever I can to it. Because at the end of the day, folks, I'm building my business. Just like at the end of the day, you're building your business. It's releasing that beast inside that's going to make you rich. Until you give yourself permission to allow that beast out and get to work for you, every day is going to be just another day. I wake up, I am so stoked and excited to get up every single day because of what I know coming in. I am so excited to get up. I hardly sleep at night anymore. Ask my wife. I toss and turn and everything. I hardly sleep at night anymore. Because all I can think about is what's happening to people. Roger Grimond is a guy who has followed me for years and never ever made any kind of big money at all. And now, all of a sudden, he followed what I told him to do with the daily action plan, and he's pulled in one of the biggest marketers in Italy that came in off of one of his advertisements. And that's because he did it every day. It took him 6 weeks to find that guy, but he did it every day for 6 weeks, and now it's paid off. Okay? This is what I'm trying to tell you all here. I want each and every one of you to experience 5 figures a month. I want you all to experience that. I have experienced it multiple times, and I'm telling you it's the greatest feeling in the world. Okay? So I'm telling you, when you make less than that, you get angry at yourself. Because now your style of living that you just got accustomed to has now changed. And now you have to revert back to a different style of living. Okay? Once you get there, you never ever want to go back. You know, I'm a guy, at one point in my life, okay, I was homeless for like 3 days. Okay? 3 days. And it was the worst time you could ever think of. It was in the middle of January when it was minus 27 at night. Right? And I was sleeping in my car for 2 nights. Okay? The third night, I don't know what happened, but I got a place to stay. Okay? And I have never looked back, and I swear to myself that will never ever happen to me again. And I am where I am today. Okay? And I'm growing even further. And you have to have, that's the inner beast I allowed to let out of me. Okay? You got to let that inner beast out. And when that happens, I'm telling you, you'll be unstoppable. So the blog that I just showed you today, you do that kind of stuff, and you do it every day. Every time you do a blog post, you syndicate it through all of the things. Try not to do it the easy way. Get your hands dirty. Get out there and work this thing. Do your posts every day that I tell you to do on the daily action plan. Don't get lazy about it. Okay? It's easy to get lazy. It's easy to do it for a couple of days and then just kind of slack off and get down to once a day or whatever. That's not going to get you out. Remember McDonald's every 6 minutes. I'm not saying do it every 6 minutes, but the point I'm trying to make is get yourself known out there. People know me. I have people now contacting me from all over the place that have been getting my posts and say, you know what, you got something going on here. I want to hear about it. It's taken weeks for some of these guys. One guy was following me for almost 2 months on Facebook and is now coming in. He's a huge guy. But he watched me for 6 weeks to make sure I wasn't off doing anything else. If you're only making 1 or 2 posts a day, people are going to think you're not serious about your business. They're going to think, oh, you're just kicking tires, and I'm not going to join you because you're probably going to be off into something else the next day. Right? Because that's what they're going to think. That's how marketers think.
Okay.
Does this make sense?
Right. Listen, Carl, I have something to do today. It's very late here.
No problem.
But thank you for the hangout.
Thanks for coming on.
And have a nice day. You too.
You too. Remember, no Wednesday hangout. We'll be back here on Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern. That might be a little late for you. So, but they're always recorded.
What time is it Eastern? It's like
Eastern.
3 o'clock. 3 o'clock.
Yeah, it's like 3 a.m. in the morning for you. Catch the recording, bud.
Okay. Bye.
Mondays will always be at this time.
What?
Okay.
Mhm. Okay. Bye, everyone. Have a nice day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
See you. Any last questions before we wrap this up, you guys? We went an hour and a half. I didn't want to do that today, but it happened. So.
No, I've got to get my computer up and running again.
Okay. Well, there you go. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Thanks, everyone that are sitting on watching. Thanks for hanging out. And I'll be back here Friday. Wednesday, it's a fishing day. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. Take care.
Thanks, Carl.
You're welcome. Bye.